My name is H.A. Goodman. I'm an author, columnist, and journalist, and to read all my writing, go to counterpropa.com. My latest article on CounterPropa is titled, Why Aren't Feminists Defending Kellyanne Conway's Oval Office Pick? If you're a feminist, give me your thoughts below. Definitely in the comment section of the article. I'm eager to hear your thoughts. And for everyone reading CounterPropa, please support the site through the Amazon links. Before I get to President Obama presiding over the longest era of warfare in American history, I'm going to read you a tweet from Charles M. Blow, distinguished columnist at the New York Times, which is a public relations firm for the Democratic establishment. Suddenly, with the advent of Trump, all of these neoliberals, who are the epitome of third-way politics, neoliberal politics, suddenly have a tough streak. So Mr. Blow tweeted, and he blocked me when I sent him one Politico article calling Obama the deporter-in-chief for deporting 2.5 million, almost 2.3 million undocumented immigrants. That's under President Obama. And the Libya debacle under Obama and Clinton, that President Obama said was his worst mistake. He blocked me because he definitely couldn't debate me. So, because there's nothing to debate. Obviously, President Obama made grandiose mistakes that if Trump had made them, the New York Times would go nuts. But he tweeted this, miss me with this bipartisanship third way, kumbaya, let's all get along BS, exclamation point. Trump is a menace. If you can't see that, you're part of the problem. No, Mr. Blow, you were part of the problem. You pushed for Hillary Clinton. You tried to marginalize Bernie Sanders in every way possible. In most of your columns, they were anti-Bernie, pro-Hillary Clinton. You thought she was going to win. You predicted she was going to win. When I told the world that if it wasn't Bernie Sanders, Hillary Clinton loses. And I did that in The Hill, contributors article in 2015, Salon, the Huffington Post, over 200 articles. I warned everybody. Now, all the neoliberal third-way pundits, like Mr. Blow, are pretending to be tough. If you had stuck by a winner, if you had championed Bernie Sanders, or if you had at least looked at Hillary Clinton from a critical vantage point, from the same vantage point you look at Trump, we wouldn't have President Trump, we'd have President Bernie Sanders. That's a whole other story. This isn't just directed to Mr. Blow. This is directed to a whole bunch of other people. You know who they are. Joan Walsh, Bob Cesca, all the neoliberal Democrats who love neoconservative foreign policy. But I'll read you. Some 2,500 Americans have died in Afghanistan and Iraq under Obama. This is a Rolling Stones article. In Barack Obama's keynote address at the 2004 Democratic National Convention, the speech that catapulted him onto the national stage, the bright-eyed, loose-limbed senator from Illinois spoke of America's responsibility with its soldiers. You hear a lot about the Yemen raid, rightfully so. Under Obama, America has been at war for longer than any other U.S. president. I'll read that again. Under Obama, America has been at war for longer than any other U.S. president. Do you think when people are calling Trump a menace that they even acknowledge that? What President Obama did to Libya, the 7 Muslim countries he bombed just in 2016, the drones everywhere, the foreign policy that helped lead to Syria, that Tulsi Gabbard is now trying to address with her bill in Congress. The article I'll put below, it talks about 2,499 U.S. soldiers have been killed in Afghanistan and Iraq under President Obama, according to Iraq coalition count. Under Obama, the United States has been at war for 2,687 days. It's longer now because this was written in May, this article. That's longer than George W. Bush. Obama conducted airstrikes in 7 countries: Afghanistan, Iraq, Pakistan, Somalia, Yemen, Libya, and Syria. Do you think people at the New York Times care? No, Trump is a big menace. He's a menace. U.S. combat forces are deployed on the ground in 3 countries, Iraq, Afghanistan, and Syria, but we also have special forces in 130 nations, over 130 nations around the world. The people who are focused, and they should be focused on the Yemen raid that didn't work out, don't care about the over 130 countries that President Obama has sent Special Forces soldiers to. Give me your thoughts below. This is what happens when You have people at the New York Times suddenly acting tough on Twitter when they had a platform that could have impacted the whole world if a person like Charles M. Blow could have simply given Bernie Sanders a fair chance, not even been against him, simply said, you know what, he's probably a better candidate because he's not an FBI criminal investigation. We would have had President Bernie Sanders talking about single payer, ending perpetual counterinsurgency wars, implementing a green economy, eventually banning fracking. All of these issues that people at the New York Times apparently care about right now. They didn't give a damn when President Obama was president. Give me your thoughts below. Thank you so much.